Hi everybody, welcome back to the third video of the Math Wiz RGB channel. I hope you all are having a great day. So today we'll be learning about something fun, combining like terms. I just want to say, excuse my cat. She has suddenly decided that she wants to perch on my desk, so you might see her throughout the video, but she shouldn't be too much of a distraction. So hope you all are excited. You've got your thinking caps on, as Heimler says, and yeah. So let me begin to pin this and unpin myself so we can get into it. So today's video is about combining like terms. So let's think of it like this. If I have 3 oranges and 2 pears and an extra orange lying around, how many oranges and pears do I have? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We'd have 4 oranges and 1, 2, and 2 pears. So that's just a quick, brief, kind of babyish way to think about combining like terms. So, except now we're going to do it X's, Y's, A, B's, everything. And I promise that it'll be fun. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to combine any algebraic expression into one neat simplified form. Hope you're excited. So let's start with this. What does like terms mean? Like terms have the same variables and the same exponents. I'm going to put exp, same exponents. So an example of a like term would be like 3x and 7x, right? Those are the same because they both have an x. Now, what about negative 4y and 9y? Tell me, do you think that those are like terms? Yes, you'd actually be correct. They are. Because since they both have y, they would be considered like terms in this case. What about 3x and 3x squared? Are those like terms? So those actually wouldn't be, because when we go back to our rules up here, a like term has to have the same variable and the same exponent. Because of the fact that this one does not have a squared and this one does, they consider two different terms. So one more pop quiz. What about A and B? Are those considered like terms? Nope, you'd be correct if you said no, because these are two completely different variables. So hopefully you're kind of picking up on what like terms are. So basically, same variable, same exponent means they have the same like term. So with like terms, you just basically add and subtract them like their normal variables, like their normal numbers. So let's think about how we could go about this. I want all of my like terms on one side, right? So how could I do that? You're right, I could definitely add all of these together, right? So let's see, 2x plus 5x. What would that be? 7x, right? 7x is equal to 7x, since all of these are like terms, right? Okay, so let's think of another way we could go about this. How would you do this one? 8y minus 3y is equal to 5y. Are all of these like terms? If you happen to said yes, you'd be correct. So 5y is equal to 5y. So good job. Hopefully y'all are getting the hang of it, and I'm really excited you're here and trying, okay? Remember, only combined terms if the variable part matches exactly. Notice how these both just have y. If one of them had a square, it wouldn't work, okay? So let's start with a few mixed expressions, okay? That have different things. So let's look at this. 4x plus 7 plus 3x minus 2. So how would we combine the like terms here? Let's focus on things that look the same. So first let's look for anything without an x. So minus 2 and 7, right? So we can combine those. Also, 3x and 4x are like terms. So when we combine those, it would look like 7x plus 5. Good job. Hopefully y'all are following along pretty good. So let's look at the example with different variables. 5a plus 3b plus 2a minus b. So how would you go about solving this one? Okay, so let's solve it together now, if you decide to have a chance. So we'd have two a's here, so 5a and 2a. And we have our b's here, 3b and 1b. So since these are both positive, we've got 7a plus, we have 3b minus b. So that would be 2b. 7a plus 2b. That's how we combine like terms in this case. So hopefully you're keeping up. I want to give you another one that might be a little bit harder. So let's see how you do with this, okay? 8x squared plus 3 minus 4x plus 2. So tell me how you go about combining these terms. Okay, so I'm going to get started with you guys in case you've gotten a hitch on it. So we know that plus 3 and plus 2 are similar. Do we notice anything else that's similar? I don't think so. Since this one has a square and this one doesn't, they would not be considered like terms. So our final answer should be 8x squared minus 4x plus 5. If you got that one, good job. So since we're nearing the end here, I want to get to my favorite section of common mistakes to avoid. So let's look at some common mistakes. One big thing that I often see in my students is that they try to combine unlike terms. This can be anything like trying to combine 8x cubed with 2x squared, right? Don't forget that they have these different exponents, right? That's a huge part. Please don't forget that. Another mistake that I sometimes notice is that you forget to carry the sign. If something is a negative 4x, please make sure that you don't forget the negative. You don't want to accidentally add something like it's a positive and then your whole answer is wrong. That would not be fun for anyone, okay? So, as we normally do, we are getting to our real life applications now. So, yeah. Our real life applications for today would be, let's say you're counting money. You want to add up how many quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies you have. This would be a really great thing, right? So, yeah, combining like terms. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's section. Remember, only combine the things that have similar variables, right? Oopsie. Only combine the things that have similar variables and similar exponents. Please do not try to combine any random numbers. So, like I always say, bye guys. Hopefully you learned a lot from this video. And if you want any tips or tricks with anything, feel free to DM me. Or if you're one of my students, feel free to ask me about it at my next lesson. Bye.